I am live and I'm in my house. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. I've been up since 1:30 just because I'm working with folks. I'm far left of the West Coast and I'm working with folks that are on the East Coast. So their beginning of the day is 1:30 in the morning for me. So, um, but I get to I get to quit pretty early in the day too, like 10, 11 o'clock. I'm done. Um, but I wanted to, while I'm thinking about it and things are quiet, so I'm talking kind of quiet too. But I wanted to do an update on it for day 118. It's been several days. It's been much busier here at home than I thought it would be, and I've pretty much been doing one meal a day, except yesterday. I had lunch and dinner. Went out to dinner with my daughter, picked her up from work, and when she was done at 6:30. She's doing some seasonal work at Target, so um, she seems to like it. Anyway, my wife and I went to Ichiriki with her last night, and that was pretty good. A little bit of carb in the food. The soup base is pretty. It's a hot pot place, so the soup base was a little bit salty, but hey, I didn't drink it all, and the food was good, and so I enjoyed that. But generally, it's been a one meal a day, and we've been pretty decent about staying fairly low carb, moderate protein, if not high protein. Too much might be too much protein, but it is what it is. So I mean, we're also in the holiday season, so we're trying the best we can. Um, Other news, I did join Dr. Fung's IDM program, and because I felt like I was at a plateau and wasn't. I don't know how well I'm doing with my blood sugars. I was supposed to get it tested, but I'm flying out tonight back to Detroit and Puerto Rico. But I didn't, so I'll get my blood tested when I come back in the middle of December. But I did jump into their program, and there's several takeaways so far, and it's been a week or so. Um, uh, I'm doing, being alone and doing this thing. I'm doing pretty decent for being on my own. There's lots of folks out there that are doing some things that have much larger struggles than I do. That's not to give me a reason to not do it, but it is something that, um, yeah, I kind of want to help as many people as I can, and they're helping a ton of people with some significant challenges, and I'm glad I don't have those challenges. But on the same token, it justifies not the right word, but it gives me the feeling that I'm doing okay. I'm on the right track, and I'm doing the right things for my body and for my health, which is what all this whole accountability thing that I'm doing on YouTube is for anyway. Um, so it's making me feel better about what I'm doing. I am learning quite a bit more in-depth knowledge and somewhat anecdotal knowledge and stories from people, but those stories help you kind of connect with some of the facts and some of the facts and figures and studies and all that. And it's much more specific about diabetes and controlling diabetes through intermittent fasting, through a ketogenic type diet, or a ketogenic diet, not type diet, and the variations that everybody's trying. So I mean, that's what you get to see lots of, is all the different things that people are trying and what's working for them, and they're all variables in this big puzzle. And so even me, my version of what I'm doing is probably different than anybody else's or whatever. But I'm reassured that, for the level of diabetes that I have, that I can play with it a little bit more. I can I want to get it completely controlled or resolved or gone away, but I've got time to figure it out, and I want to make sure that I keep myself happy doing it. So that is part of the puzzle. So it's day 118, and glad to be here. Still keeping tabs on everything that I'm doing. But through the holidays, I know it's still going to be a challenge. I'm going to Detroit. I know they eat differently, and that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. There's a Christmas party, and there'll be alcohol and stuff like that. I'm pretty sequestered in with the team, and they bus us around and everything. So I'm not driving or anything like that. Not until I go to Cleveland and to check on some properties we own there, and then back to Puerto Rico for a week, and then home. So I've got a fast-paced couple of weeks coming up here, starting tonight. But in the meantime, I'm just going to try and do this a little more regularly than I have been, just because I need to get back to it and make sure my progress stays steady. All right.